G'day everybody, welcome to my channel. You got me in stitches. For those of you that are new here, my name is Anna and today is December 1st 2024 and it is Vlogmas day 1. And I know some of you guys that have watched my Vlogmases before will think, did not do Vlogmas last year. I did, however I did over on my other channel, and that was called Adventmas, and for the very small handful of people that came over there and watched that, thank you so much. That meant the world to me, and I cannot believe one whole entire year later and here we are again with Vlogmas day 1. And I was kind of in two minds whether to pick the camera on, there you go, see I failed already, pick the camera up even, because obviously you guys can, if you'd wanted to watch some of my previous Vlogmases, because yeah, it's going to kind of just be the same, guys. And I do not live a fancy smancy life, never have, and you know, with glitz and glamour and all these wonderful expensive luxurious things. That is not me, and so you will not really find any of that here. If anything, it'd just be very calm and quiet, because the world is just so a whole bunch noisy and loud and aggressive and full of consumerism and stuff and things, and yeah. Here it's just kind of taking it easy, and like today, just sitting outside and enjoying the sunshine, because pretty much every day it's sunny and it is fall season coming into winter and it's still summer. It's so strange, and yeah, so I just wanted to come outside and do my intro even though it is after midday. Never mind, it just goes like that. So far you would have seen I have spent the morning just kind of doing the weekend chores, and yeah, it's just most mornings are pretty much the same repetition each and every day. And yeah, still have the bunny, because somebody did message me a whole bunch of time ago, but obviously I had not picked up the camera, and yes, we still have a grumpy horrible bunny. However, I do have a friend that may decide to take her, but yeah, she's still with us as you saw this morning. I also thought if you guys would like to ask me some questions, obviously nothing overly personal and or invasive, and I thought over the Vlogmas I will come on and answer those as best as I possibly can. And also I thought a fun thing of maybe choosing one or two words, and I thought of nurture, and that word just on its own just sounds really beautiful. And I think when you look into the deeper depths of the word nurture, it conjures up all sorts of wonderful things, and the world being kind of all what it is, so powerful in this consumerativism and just so much stuff and noise and everything like that. And sometimes it's really wonderful to kind of take a few steps back and have a little bit of quiet. And I know sometimes some people think that, oh, being idle, you're lazy and you know, you must be busy all the time. No, sometimes the mind needs to have a little bit of calm. So nurturing that calm, nurturing the things that bring you humbled enjoyment, whether it is your sewing or whatever your craft is and hobby. It may be just a little quiet walk out somewhere and just to kind of absorb and take in all the wonderfulness that surrounds you. There are so many kind of contexts of nurture. You could plant a seed and be responsible for that seed to grow and develop into a plant. You may have a little pet, and again there, nurturing that little pet and watching him or her grow up. Also new friendships, older friendships, lifelong friendships, and watching them nurture through the years. And overall kind of nesting, nurturing how to kind of nest and take that time for you, your friends, your family, if you have family. I do not have family, I only have TE. And again, with him growing up and everything like that, nurturing him. See, I know this was just going to be, you get the idea, guys. So yeah, let me know in the comments below what you think, and do you have a word or two per day that you like to reflect on? The sun is absolutely bursting out. It is so beautiful, and again the sun itself nurturing everything. It's just absolutely incredible and wonderful. And yeah, I know everybody kind of complains that they seem to have really bad like rain and all the rest of it, and yeah, I just get sunshine all the time, so that's awesome. Right guys, I think I'll pick the camera up later where I am going to do dinner and going to make some homemade pastry for the pie. Gonna have chicken and yeah, a couple of vegetables and everything like that, so yeah, join me a little bit later. Righto, so now I have washed and chopped, because I use both a knife and scissors. Sometimes it's just a whole bunch quicker to use scissors to kind of just snip things through. That's kind of more on the softer vegetables. And those vegetables being rainbow chard, kale, sprouts. Also I have the actual sprouts that kind of, they're like sprouting sprouts. I don't know really the name. You have actual hard sprouts, and then the sprouts which is kind of the larger leaves. Red capsicum, half a mushroom, only for me because obviously I'm the only one that likes mushrooms. Turnip for, not to me, but obviously to you. Carrots and butternut squash and cavolo nero, and some will go in the pastry pie, and a couple of other veggies will just sit aside next to the pie. I have already prepped the chicken. In there is leek with half a tomato, and also just to have some of the veggie water from night before last, which will go in there. Not all of it, it's a little bit too much, along with herbs and other little bits and pieces that I put for added flavour to the pie and everything. And then I am just going to make the pastry now. I know, so that has started to cook. I also like adding a little bit of white wine there. It's Australian. And yeah, so that's kind of doing its thing. And then I'm going to steam some of the veggies. So there's a little bit of water in there. And going to just put some of the harder veggies in there. Get those started to steam while the chook is cooking. You know this is going to go wrong. Now I am filming cracking an egg. It's not going to work. I think a little bit of share. So there we go. Righto, so the pastry is practically ready. I have just put some herbs in. This particular one is fenugreek, just to add a little bit of flavour, and I'm also going to add a little bit of cheese in there as well. Righto, so I have now added the carrots and butternut squash, also the red capsicum, so that's not far off being almost cooked there, and the veggies are steaming here, so the kale and all the other little bits and pieces inside there. So let's put the lid on there. Just going to add a little bit of cream to the pie sauce here, because it always adds that flavour. Yep, steaming up. There you go guys, I'm hot and steamy as well. That's better. So just going to finish that off and then put that in the pie dish. Put it in the oven for about 15-20 minutes and then good to go. Okay, so that's now all ready. We're going to go in the pie dish. So then that can all go in the oven. Just finish off this nice little bit of cooking.